What happens when a sweet, shy new girl enters a high school ruled by drama, lies, sabotage, and one of the most powerful teen queens ever created? Today, we're diving into Mean Girls 2024, and trust me, this version gets wild. Friendships crumble, revenge plans explode, secrets go public, and somebody even gets hit by a bus. Yeah, you heard that right. So grab a snack, relax, and let's break this movie down together. The movie opens with Katie, a shy, awkward teen starting her very first year of high school. Her mom drops her off, and in Katie's imagination, the students would greet her warmly and instantly want to be her friends. But reality? The complete opposite. In class, Mr. Duval introduces her as the newest student, and Miss Norberry is immediately impressed by Katie's math skills. She tells her, "You're going to have a great future in my subject." Later, in French class, the teacher asks Katie to pick a French name, but she freezes. Janice, sitting nearby, whispers, "Tell her your name is Marie." When lunchtime rolls around, Katie gets her food, but can't find a single table willing to let her sit. Eventually, she ends up in the bathroom to eat alone. Janice and Damien notice her struggle and decide to check on her. They walk in, introduce themselves, and offer to help her navigate the school's social chaos. They take her to the food court and break down every clique: the music kids, the rebellious students, the weird ones, the jocks, the brainy math lovers, and finally the fake girls. Gretchen, who knows everyone's secrets but can't keep any, and Karen, who might be the sweetest, but also the least bright person you'll ever meet. Then the entire school reacts when Regina George shows up. She isn't just popular, she's legendary. Beautiful, athletic, feared, and absolutely ruthless. Regina notices Katie and invites her over. She asks if she's new, and when Katie says she just moved from Kenya, Regina surprisingly invites her to join their group. And don't forget, we wear pink on Wednesdays. Katie is thrilled and runs to tell Janice and Damien. Damien warns her that Regina is anything but nice, but Katie thinks they're exaggerating. In math class, Katie shines. She's so good that Heron, a handsome, charming guy, jokingly asks if she's there to steal the spotlight. Katie's instantly smitten. She daydreams so hard about him that she nearly gets hit by a bus. The next day, Gretchen explains more rules. We only wear tracksuits on Fridays. Regina obsesses over calorie counts, and Katie helps her calculate them. When Karen asks Katie if she likes anyone, she admits she likes Heron. Gretchen panics. "Oh my god, that's Regina's ex. You can't date your friend's ex." "I'm not going to tell Regina, but don't let anything happen between you two." Later, the math club invites Katie to join competitions, but the fake girls shut it down. Regina instead invites her to her house and even promises her a pair of shoes. Janice warns Katie not to go. "You'll regret it." Regina doesn't understand friendship, but Katie ignores her and goes anyway. At Regina's house, Katie is shocked at how shallow the plastics really are. They show her the burn book, a scrapbook full of insults about every student. When Katie defends Janice and Damien, the plastics twist her words and write something rude about Damien. Regina lies about her past with Janice, claiming Janice was jealous and burned her purse. The next day, Katie brings cookies her mom bakes for elderly people to help them gain weight quickly. This detail is about to matter later. Katie wears the high heels Regina gave her and struggles to walk. Janice asks if she's gotten closer to Heron. Katie says she pretended not to understand math, so he tutored her. After their exam, Heron invites her to a Halloween party. Katie shows up in a scary costume, but most girls are dressed cute. Gretchen is shocked. Regina texts her asking who invited Katie, and Gretchen immediately spills the secret. Heron actually likes Katie's costume, but when he steps away, Regina swoops in. She pretends to help Katie, then goes to Heron, lies that she still loves him, and tricks him into getting back together. Katie is crushed. She runs to Janice and Damien. Damien finally reveals the real story. Regina bullied Janice in elementary school, turned everyone against her, and caused a huge misunderstanding that got Janice expelled. Janice says, "We're going to help you take her down." Katie begins her transformation into a plastic version of herself. Her first step, revenge cookies. She tells Regina they're for weight loss, knowing they'll actually make her gain weight. Regina believes her and eats them daily. Next, they target Gretchen. Janice wants Gretchen to feel rejected, so she spills Regina's secrets. Katie hesitates but gives in when Regina starts marking her again. Damien, dressed as Santa, gives Katie a fake note from Regina, making Gretchen jealous. Gretchen drags Katie to the bathroom and tells her everything, including the fact that Regina has been cheating on Heron in the school storage room. Katie tells Heron, and he leaves Regina. Katie's life, however, begins to spiral. Her math grades drop. Miss Norberry warns her she needs to focus. Gretchen encourages Katie to write something in the burn book. During the school talent show, Regina's group performs. And when Regina slips and falls on stage, everyone tries to look polite. But deep inside, they're thrilled. Katie's popularity rises as Regina loses her power. Janice tells Katie it's time to stop, but Katie refuses. She continues acting more and more like a plastic. Eventually, Gretchen kicks Regina out of the group for wearing the wrong outfit on the wrong day. Katie becomes obsessed with her looks. Then she hears she's been nominated for Spring Fling Queen. Janice and Damien celebrate, but Katie lies and says she can't go to Janice's art show because she has family plans. Gretchen then convinces her to throw a party instead, and Katie agrees. Katie lies to her mom, cries, and says Janice needs her at her art show. Her mom believes her and leaves her alone for the weekend. Katie throws a massive party. Heron arrives, and she finally confesses she pretended to be bad at math to get close to him. He's disappointed, says she's becoming like Regina, and leaves. Katie chases after him but runs into Janice. Janice is furious she lied, skipped the art show, and replaced real friends with fake ones. She storms out. Meanwhile, Regina learns what the cookies actually do. Her mom casually tells her, "We give those to your grandmother to help her gain weight quickly." Regina screams. She decides to get revenge on Katie. She pastes Katie's picture into the burn book, writes something rude, and leaves the book at school for everyone to find. The next morning, chaos erupts. The only girls not insulted in the book are Katie, Heron, and Gretchen, making everyone suspect them. Mr. Duval calls an emergency assembly. Miss Norberry confronts the students and asks who wrote that she was a drug dealer. Katie lies and says she had nothing to do with it. Miss Norberry makes the girls apologize. When Janice's turn comes, she refuses. She confesses the entire revenge plan in front of everyone. Regina storms out and suddenly gets hit by a bus. The next day, Miss Norberry is questioned by police because of the burn book accusation. Katie finally confesses to Mr. Duval and gets suspended for 3 weeks. At home, she feels ashamed and disappointed in herself. When she returns to school, she apologizes to Miss Norberry. Miss Norberry asks if she reveal who wrote the rest of the burn book, but Katie says she won't talk behind people's backs anymore. Heron shows up, and Miss Norberry invites Katie to join the mathletes. She agrees and heads to a competition where the final answer depends on her. She solves the problem, and her team wins. At Spring Fling, Katie runs into Regina in the bathroom. Regina is bruised but surprisingly calm. Katie apologizes. Regina says she's only being nice because of her painkillers, but will go back to her normal self later. During the ceremony, Katie wins Spring Fling Queen. She gives a heartfelt speech about kindness and admits she hurt people. She breaks the crown into pieces and hands them out to the crowd. "No crown is going to make you shine. You already shine on your own," she says. The room erupts in cheers. Katie goes to Janice, apologizes, and Janice forgives her. Heron congratulates her, and they finally confess their feelings for each other. The movie closes with everyone singing, dancing, and enjoying a peaceful, bully-free school environment. And that brings us to the end of our Mean Girls 2024 recap. Thanks for hanging out with me for this recap. If you enjoyed the breakdown, make sure to like the video, subscribe to Movie Recaps Hub Podcast, and drop a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts on the movie and what you want me to recap next. See you in the next episode. Love you all.